Hi guys, it's your girl Josephine Favor Roberts with Life with the Roberts. I want to tell you thank you for commenting, tell you thank you for liking and subscribing. So guys, I'm here today because I want to discuss this topic. I want to try to make this video short, but however, we'll see where it goes. And this topic, I know you have heard of it before. And if you have family back in Africa, they have told you these same things before. So let us address it. And the topic I chose to discuss is, why do Liberians in Liberia think that we Liberians that are in the diaspora cannot move back to Liberia or stay in Liberia for a long period of time? They will always say, oh, just because you come to Liberia for 1 week, 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, or 1 month, you don't know Liberia, you don't know how things are, or you cannot sustain. Why do they think that way? So now it comes to us. Since we're here and we're going to go back to Liberia and we want to move back to Africa, we need to make sure that, number one, we should have stable income. Because money will help you do anything. If you have stable income, and even if you're here, you can stay here, build your house back there and move there. Or you can move from here and go back there and rent a place. But have a stable income back home. I'm not talking about here in America. Because you can take whatever money, 50,000, 60,000, 100,000, take it there with you. And if you don't have nothing coming in the country, everything's going to go away. So make sure you have a secure income back there. Figure out, do your homework. What kind of business do you want to do? What kind of business do you want to do? Like I always say, I've observed businesses in Liberia that I see that, you can turn around. Sometimes some people would think that, oh, it's nothing. But you have to do your homework. Go back several times. Try A. If A don't work, try B. If B don't work, try C. Because you have to try as many times as you can. And so far from my study, I figure food. People need food to live. Hospital, clinic, they need drugs, they need medication whenever they get sick. Thirdly, my most favorite, the mortuary. People will always die, and that's a business too you can think about. But that's not why we're here. I was just telling you guys, in order to move from here and go there, have a secure income in the country. Okay, so let's get back to the Liberians in Liberia that think that we that are in America cannot make it or lived in Liberia for a long period of time because of whatever is going on there. So let me tell you, Liberians that are in Liberia, here are some things that will bother us while we're living in Liberia. And you'll be surprised because the ones you think that is supposed to bother us will not bother us due to, number one, we have a stable housing. Either if we can rent, we rent, or if we can build, we build. But remember, have a secure income in the country. That will help, because I personally have a secure income coming in there. Okay, so here are some things that will bother us, diasporas, Liberians, if we go to Liberia to live. Number one, no law and order. That will bother us, because let's say somebody, like how when people are driving, you hit a bike person, all of a sudden your car is on fire, they want to kill you. No law and order. That will bother us. Citizens taking the law into their own hands. That will also bother us when we're in Liberia. Also, police brutality. Somebody can abuse you because you know who I am. That is another thing too that will bother us. Now I'm speaking for me, but I know a lot of people will relate. Another thing, no good customer service. Like I stated in the beginning of the video, don't have high expectation. You know how here we go to the bank, we're in and out of the bank. When I was there, when I go to the bank, I just give it an hour. You know why I give it an hour? Because when you enter, They take your ID, you fill the bank slips, excuse me, and by that time you're sitting there and just looking like, and they're having conversation with their friends. Oh, how was your weekend? What did you do this weekend? And by that time, I'm just like, but I just let them be until they call me. So no good customer service everywhere, to the banks, to the government office, anything you want to do, just know that when they are ready, they will help you, and it will take a long period of time. That's another thing that will bother us. Another thing, not that much trustworthy people. You can see this guy here, he tells you, oh, I want to be cutting your grass in your yard. He might cut it today. After 1 or 2 times, he's done. You won't find him again. Those are the things that will bother us because we are used to effectiveness where we are right now. But most importantly, what will bother me? No good health care. That will bother me. This year when I get to Liberia, there's this hospital that I've heard about. I want to go there and do inquiries so I can find out about us, because I've heard that you can go and register and they take some insurance from here, from the state. But when I say no good health care, what do I mean? What if I'm somewhere else and they cannot reach me to that hospital? What happens to me? So that, for me, when I listed no law and order, citizens taking the law into their own hands, police brutality, no good customer service wherever you will go, most importantly, no good health care, 5, no trustworthy people. And let me tell you the mean one, what can really bother us about you're there, when you'll be bringing your problems to us, your children's school fee, rentage, this one, that one. That one will really bother us when we decide to leave here and go stay. That's what will bother us. These issues that I list, speaking from my own perspective and my own experience, that is what will bother us. Now, you will be surprised to know about the things that will not bother me. Or should I say us? Because these things, I can say we can be in control of it. That is the reason why some people will say, well, why should we say that? But you can be in control now. Come on. Remember, you have a secure income in the country. So you're in control of that. What you cannot control is the police brutality. What you can control, you can go build yourself a hospital. What you can control is the customer service or any place you go. What you can control is the no trustworthy people. But things you can control is what I'm going to address here. This one will not bother me of people that will live here. Number 1, electricity. People say, oh, the country not get quarry. Hey, you have options, right? Have you heard of LEC? Even if it's not stable, you heard of solar panels? After solar panels, you heard of generators? After generator, you hear of candles? I'm just saying, so you see, if there is the electricity is not stable and I decide to move back to Liberia, electricity will not bother me. Because why? Remember what I always keep saying, have a stable income. If you have a stable income, if LEC not there, you can put your generator on. If you don't want to put your generator on, put your solar panels. You want to put your solar panels? Put chargeable bulbs there. Right now, in my store, when LEC go, because the chargeable bulbs has been charging, the current is on, even though LEC is not there, because we use chargeable bulbs. So you that will be in the diaspora, you live here, you go to Liberia to stay, you can, come on now, you can take care of your own light when it comes to electricity. Another thing, water and sewer. If no water coming in Liberia and I leave from here to go stay, what will it bother me? You see my previous video, I dug my well. So if water is not coming, that shouldn't bother me. And go back to my most important thing I keep saying, income. Let's say the well is dry too. Hey, you guys are secure income in the country, right? Purchase water, like how we buy stacks of water if you want to do it. So that will not bother me. Another thing, the internet and phone services. If the internet shaking or the phone services, why would that won't bother me? I can control that thing. If I choose to, like when me and my family left from here last year and we went to Liberia, we used to put about $50 there, the internet used to carry us for almost 2 weeks. Now, if you have a secure income in the country, you can choose to put $100 there a month. We that are in the diaspora, how much is for our internet? So that one can't bother me. Same thing as the phone. If you want to put $5 cut, $10 cut, $1 cut, you got option because you have a secure income. How much is our phone bill in the States? Another thing that will not bother us when we decide to move back to Liberia, because your Liberians in Liberia, you just feel that we cannot come and make it and live in Liberia. And from me doing my homework, like I said, these things that I listen to you, the ones that you guys normally complain about will not bother me. Why? Because I have a secure income. Let's go. Another thing. This will be 3-in-1. The traffic, the road. What can I do about that? Me, Josephine. What can I do about that? I cannot fix the road. It's not in my control. I cannot fix the road. So why would I say I don't want to move back to Africa? Or why would you guys say Liberians in the diaspora cannot come to Liberia and sustain? I can't fix the road. Like, believe it or not, whenever we go to Liberia and somebody tells me come to a certain community, if I have not driven on that road before and I don't know the road, I don't take my car. I don't take my car. I take public transportation. So, just because we don't have good roads that will not bother me. Another thing, the traffic, let's just go there. You have to learn about when traffic occurs, when traffic don't occur. If you live in there, study the time. Like when we used to be there, Saturday, because we across now, call Wesa. So we never used to venture Saturday evening, because trust me, you will get stuck there for 2 to 4 hours. So if you study the traffic hour or the time and study the road and you have a secure income in Liberia, why would you be bothered about those things? You will not be bothered. So I don't want to make this video too long, but for the Liberians in Liberia, that you guys think that just because we travel outside and you guys stay in the country, that means you guys understand Liberia so much and we don't. And you guys feel that when we leave here and come back there, just because we come for 1 month, 2 months, that is not enough time. That is not enough time for us to understand the country. But one thing you forget, remember we're all living in that country, right? Before we came here. Even though I came here when I was little, but there is a lot of things that I remember about the country. And I'm not seeing plenty of things new now. You know, there's a lot of things that we remember about the country. So you guys should stop sitting and saying, oh, just because you come here for 1 month, 2 months, you don't know the country. There is so many things that we can do to help ourselves while in the country. Remember what I say, don't get high expectations, because if you do, it will just break you. Don't have high expectation, and don't let certain things bother you, because if it bother you, you can't fix it. You can't fix it. It's beyond your control. So why would you say, oh, I will not move back to Liberia because of the road. I will not move back because of the electricity. I will not go back because of no good health care. Is this beyond your control? Like I said, I stated the things that will bother us, I said that. And the things that's not going to bother me, I also said that. Now I'm speaking for me. Some people will agree, some people will disagree. We all have our own opinions. So I just wanted to get into this and address that topic where all the Liberians in Liberia think that they know Liberia so much, and we cannot come there and stay just because we travel outside the country. But for your FYI, we are coming back. We are coming back. Read my lips. Because some of us, when we're in that country, what we have there now, we didn't have it at all. And each time you see us come and there is something done, if there is a disappointment done, or there is something that we wanted to do and that we didn't do, and we come back here, we learn from that experience and say, okay, maybe I did this thing the wrong way, but let me do it this way. You know, we are learning. We are learning. So, I mean, we're all one, but I want you guys to stop having that notion that we cannot leave here and go there. Maybe we cannot leave the 24-hour current and come to LEC. We can, because most importantly, we have secure income. If you're watching this video and you're thinking about moving back to Africa, whichever part of the world you find yourself, make sure you establish income in the country. I'm not talking about the money you take from here. Please establish income in whatever country. Sometimes, you know, we can overlook things. Sometimes you overlook a little business that you may start, you know, but hopefully by the grace of God, whatever we're working on, I'm just waiting for it to grow a certain time, and I will come back to this channel and tell you guys about it, because sometimes you have to try something to see if it'll work, you know. So I don't want to make this video too long. Please make sure you like, make sure you comment, leave your input, tell me what you agree with, tell me maybe from the things that I say will bother or will not bother me, maybe it will bother you. Let me know. Just do it in a respectful way, because everybody is different. I have been going to Liberia since 2013 till present, so I'm not no stranger. I left from there when I was little, but I've spent the highest time spent in that country is 3 months, and I've taken, every time I go, I take my time to look around to see what works. So let me know what you think about the video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I think in the last video I told you guys that I will give you guys exciting news, but I'm waiting. Let the time get a little closer, then, you know, I will let you guys know about the exciting news. So remember what I always say in my video: God time is the best, and stay blessed until next time. Bye bye, guys.